The findings of an investigation into the history of federal Indian boarding schools are out. The report from the Department of the Interior found that from 1819 to 1969, there were more than 400 federal Indian boarding schools across 37 states. Now, 30 of those schools were in South Dakota. KELOLAND's Kelly Volk looks at what the report could mean for tribes.
It's a troubling part of history, Native American boarding schools. Sisseton Wahpeton Oyate tribal historian and archivist Tamara St. John says the impact has been huge on tribal members, their families, and tribal nations.
A lot of the things that children experience there really wind up adding up to what we would call cultural genocide, loss of language, loss of your connection to even your own family.
In identifying federal Indian boarding schools for the new report, an institution had to meet 4 criteria: on-site housing or overnight lodging. There had to be records of academic or vocational training. The school received federal funds or other support, and it had to operate before 1969.
In addition to the 30 federal Indian boarding schools that are noted in the state of South Dakota, the report also acknowledges that there's further work to be done on those non-federal boarding schools. And there are a number of them in South Dakota.
For example, the Catholic-run Tecowitha boarding school and orphanage that once operated in Sisseton is not on the list. Allison Renville is an advocate for survivors of the institution.
I think what surprises me the most is the shock and awe of it all still, that it's still so fresh for people to hear that this happened. Well, here in South Dakota, it's still new news to people. It's still breaking news to people that, we had X amount of schools here in South Dakota. Well, we all knew this, growing up on reservations, growing up in small towns.
St. John says the report could help in the effort to bring children's remains home.
It's going to require support from communities, whether it be tribal or non-tribal, state or federal, where it's going to need cooperation, understanding, and resources for that.
Kelly Volk, KELOLAND News.
The report also identified burial sites at more than 50 school sites in the system.